Welcome back to the channel JF Coin Lovers, Collectors, and Treasure Hunters. Today you are about to discover one of the most surprising and exciting coins in American history. This is the story of the powerful Lincoln wheat penny from the year 1925. A small 1-cent coin that carries enormous history, a secret value, and a place in the hearts of collectors around the world. Many people walk past wheat pennies every day without ever realizing that one of them, especially a 1925 wheat penny, could be worth far more than the face value printed on it. Stay with me as we dive into its story, its hidden details, the market value, and why some collectors are ready to pay a strong premium, even reaching around $42 depending on condition. This is the kind of coin that hides in old jars, dusty drawers, and forgotten piggy banks. So pay full attention because you might already have one of these valuable cents without knowing it. Segment 1: The history of the 1925 Lincoln wheat penny. To understand why this coin is special, we have to travel back to the mid-1920s. America was in the middle of major change. The First World War had ended only a few years earlier. Technology industries and cities were expanding. The economy was booming, and at the center of all this progress, the United States Mint continued producing the legendary Lincoln wheat penny. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent was already a national symbol. It carried the portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, a leader respected around the world for his strength and humanity. The wheat ears on the reverse symbolized growth, prosperity, and strength. The 1925 issue was produced during a time when Americans carried these coins every day in their pockets. People bought candy, newspapers, milk, and bread with these cents. Every coin from this era carries a piece of the past. Every scratch and detail on the surface of a 1925 penny was created by real hands that lived almost a century ago. Segment 2: Why the 1925 wheat penny matters now. Why does the 1925 penny stand out? First, because these early wheat pennies were made with higher copper content. They have a strong look and almost a warm red glow when in excellent condition. Second, because collectors loved the years before the Great Depression. They represent the final phase of calmer economic times. Many of these coins were spent heavily and worn down. A large number of them were lost, damaged, or melted. So finding a 1925 penny with good details, sharp lines, and beautiful color is much harder than people think. Even average condition pennies from this year are collected, while high-grade examples are loved by professionals everywhere. Segment 3: Identifying a valuable 1925 wheat penny. What makes a 1925 wheat penny valuable? Condition is the key. If your coin is worn, smooth, faded, or scratched, it still has collector interest, but not premium value. But if your coin has original shine, clear lettering, a sharp date, and well-defined wheat stalks, the value can climb higher. Collectors look for strong details across Lincoln's hair, beard, and coat. They also check the rim edges to see if they remain bold and not flattened. A coin that has been preserved carefully for many decades can show an almost glowing red color known as red or red-brown. Those coins are highly sought after. Some rare cases include centering issues, mint errors, doubled features, and striking flaws. These unusual features can raise the value dramatically because error coins are one of the hottest segments of the coin market today. Segment 4: The market value of the 1925 wheat penny. Because the market changes with collector demand, prices can move up and down. But the general market places a strong value on 1925 wheat pennies in clean condition. Many collectors are willing to pay around $42 for eye-appealing examples with detailed surfaces and attractive color. Some coins in superb condition, graded by professional grading companies, can reach even higher prices. The reason is simple. A coin that survives almost 100 years with sharp details is extremely hard to find. The market rewards rarity and condition together. A 1925 wheat penny in high grade is a combination of both. Segment 5: Why collectors love Lincoln wheat pennies. Wheat pennies are emotional coins. They connect us to history. They remind us of simple days when 1 cent could buy something meaningful. Collectors cherish these coins because they are real artifacts from the early American story. When you hold a 1925 wheat penny, you are not just holding metal. You hold a piece of the American dream, the memory of people who lived through great changes, the hands of workers, farmers, soldiers, and families from almost a century ago. Each of these coins traveled through stores, kitchens, factories, pockets, and purses. They carry a silent biography of the country. Segment 6: How to check your own coin. If you have a box of old coins at home, now is the time to search through them. Look closely at each wheat penny. Check the date. If you find one that reads 1925, examine both sides under a bright light. Look at the color. Look at the wheat stalks. Look at Lincoln's portrait and the rim. You may be holding a hidden treasure. Many viewers have discovered valuable coins simply by watching videos like this and then checking their old savings. Do not overlook even one penny, because that single cent might be worth far more than you ever imagined. Segment 7: Conclusion. The 1925 Lincoln wheat penny is a powerful reminder that history is hidden in the smallest objects. A 1-cent coin that once bought candy or newspapers can now be worth serious money depending on its condition and collector demand. With values reaching around $42 for clean and attractive examples, this coin proves that even everyday pocket change can turn into real treasure. So keep your eyes open and your curiosity alive. The world of coins is full of surprises. If you enjoyed learning about this beautiful piece of American history, make sure to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more treasure hunting stories about rare coins, valuable cents, and hidden gems waiting to be discovered. If you want an even longer script, more dramatic tone, or storytelling style, just tell me and I will expand it to any length you want. Today we are diving deep into one of the most iconic coins in American history, the 1937 wheat penny. This little piece of copper might look small, it might look ordinary, but the truth is that the 1937 Lincoln wheat cent carries a story of history, mystery, survival, rarity, and surprising value. If you have one of these pennies sitting in your home, in a drawer, in a jar, or hidden in an old box, you may be holding something worth much more than a single cent. Some collectors today are paying up to $42 for specific conditions and unique characteristics of the 1937 wheat penny. And by the end of this video, you will understand exactly why. Sit back, relax, and let me take you on a full journey into the world of early American coinage, a time when copper coins told stories about the nation, its people, its industries, and its era of transformation. This is the complete story of the 1937 Ultra Lincoln wheat penny. Let us begin with its background. The 1937 penny belongs to the famous wheat penny series, officially known as the Lincoln cent. This was the first United States coin to feature the portrait of Abraham Lincoln. The design was created to honor the 100th anniversary of the great president's birth. These coins carry 2 classic wheat stalks on the back, symbolizing American harvest, hard work, and prosperity, which is why collectors still love them today. Now let us go back to the year 1937. America was recovering from the difficulties of the Great Depression. Factories were running again, people were finding jobs, and daily life was rebuilding itself. During this time, millions of Lincoln cents were minted, yet not all pennies were created equal. Some carried sharper details, some were struck on higher quality copper planchets, and some were preserved better across nearly 90 long years. These differences are exactly what make the 1937 penny potentially valuable today. You might be wondering why a simple copper cent minted so long ago can be worth much more than face value. The answer lies in rarity, condition, collector demand, and minting details. Even though the mints produced plenty of pennies in 1937, only a small percentage have survived in exceptionally good shape. Most coins circulated through countless hands, stores, markets, pockets, dirt, weather, and decades of usage. Those coins lost their sharp details, their shine, their original luster. But the few that remain with clean surfaces, clear lines, and strong strike quality are like time capsules. These are the coins that collectors are willing to pay for. Let us talk about value. The average worn circulated 1937 wheat penny may only sell for a small amount. But if you find a coin with strong definition on Lincoln's hair, bright red or reddish-brown natural color, minimal scratches, and a clean reverse side where the wheat stalks stand out clearly, then your penny becomes a valuable treasure. High-grade examples of the 1937 penny can reach around $42 in the current collector's market. And keep in mind, certain extremely well-preserved examples can go much higher at auctions. The coin market is full of surprises because collectors know that once the supply of top-quality coins shrinks, the prices rise. That is exactly what is happening with older wheat pennies like the 1937 cent. Now let us talk about special characteristics that can increase value even more. Look closely at Abraham Lincoln's profile. A sharp beard, clean edges around the face, strong separation in the hair, and clear lettering are what collectors love the most. On the reverse side, check the wheat ears. If the tiny lines inside the wheat grains are still visible, you are looking at something far better than average. And do not forget the mint luster. Even after so many decades, some coins still shine with the original glow they had the day they left the mint. Coins like that are what buyers hunt for, and they certainly do not hesitate to offer a good price for one. In addition to condition, collectors love the historical importance of this coin. The 1937 penny is a window into a different America. Imagine the hands that held this coin. A worker buying lunch. A store clerk giving change. A farmer paying for supplies. A child saving pennies in a small wooden box. Every scratch, every mark, every bit of wear carries a piece of life from more than 85 years ago. That is why coin collecting is not just a hobby. It is a way of preserving living history. This is also why videos like this matter. Many people do not even realize the value sitting inside their homes. A dusty jar of old coins might contain something rare. A forgotten box might hide a penny worth tens or even hundreds of dollars. So do not ignore those old coins. Always check the date. Always examine the details. And always keep an eye open for Lincoln wheat pennies. The 1937 penny stands as one of the great representatives of the wheat cent era. Affordable for beginners, valuable for advanced collectors, and rich in character for anyone who loves American history. And with a market value reaching around $42 for better preserved examples, this coin shows that even the smallest copper cent can hold big importance and big profit potential. So if you have a 1937 penny in your collection, take a moment today to inspect it closely. You might be holding a hidden gem. And if you find one with great details and original shine, you could be sitting on something truly special. Thank you for watching and joining me on this deep dive into one of America's beloved coins. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible coin stories, more value guides, and more hidden treasures from the world of numismatics. Stay curious, stay excited, and never stop exploring the coins that shape our history. If you want, I can also create a shorter version, an intro, title ideas, voiceover style, or a full multi-part script. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about, most mysterious, and most desired wheat pennies ever created. The legendary 1955 Lincoln wheat penny. A coin with history, secrets, shocking errors, and a market value that has surprised many collectors around the world. Stay tuned till the end because the story behind this coin is absolutely unbelievable, and the current value can reach around $42 in the right conditions. And who knows, you may even have one lying somewhere in an old jar, a drawer, or a forgotten wallet. Let us begin this exciting journey. The year is 1955. A time when the United States Mint in Denver was striking millions of wheat pennies for everyday use. People were buying groceries with pennies, children were saving them in piggy banks, and collectors at that time had no idea that these small copper coins would one day become highly valuable collectibles. The 1955 wheat penny was supposed to be just another ordinary penny. But like all great coin stories, something unexpected happened. Something that turned this date into a treasure hunt. Even though the more famous 1955 coin is the Philadelphia double die, the 1955 D from Denver has its own fascinating story. Many of the coins struck in Denver were extremely well made. Sharp lettering, clean details, strong features of Abraham Lincoln, and beautiful wheat stalks on the reverse. But the Denver Mint also experienced huge production pressure. They had to strike millions of pennies fast. And fast minting always means something interesting can happen. Variations in dies, light planchet issues, slight striking pressure changes, and small imperfections help create a coin that collectors now search for. Because in high grade this coin becomes a valuable gem, The 28mm copper coin you see today is made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. When freshly struck, it had a rich reddish shine, something that today is extremely rare to find. Many of these coins stayed in circulation for decades. They passed through hands, pockets, shops, banks, and they eventually became worn down. But the tiny number of survivors in beautiful mint red condition changed everything. Collectors saw these coins and immediately recognized their potential. The portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front has sharp cheeks, strong jawline, and clean hair if the coin is well preserved. The D mint mark under the date is crisp when not worn down. This mint mark alone shows the coin was produced in the Denver Mint. The reverse side features the iconic wheat ears design, a symbol of early American strength, agriculture, and prosperity. When these details remain fully visible, the coin obtains its ultra designation among collectors. The true charm of the 1955 wheat penny is not just in its look. It is in its survival. Millions were made, but very few survived in a condition that collectors desire today. Because of this, the market value of this coin has slowly climbed. A heavily circulated piece may only be worth a small premium. But when you move into higher grades, the price changes dramatically. A coin with full original red color, little wear, and clean surface can command strong prices. Today, collectors pay around $42 for a nice, well-preserved, market-ready example of the 1955 wheat penny. And if your coin is extremely high grade, certified by a top grading company, and glowing with bright red luster, the price can rise even further. Imagine finding a small copper penny made almost 70 years ago and discovering that it is worth dozens of times its original face value. That is the excitement of coin collecting. It is history you can hold in your hand. Every scratch tells a story. Every shine reflects time itself. The 1955 wheat penny also reminds us of how valuable simple things can become with time. A penny that most people ignored, tossed aside, or used for buying candy is now treasured. Collectors hunt for it in rolls, in old collections, in inherited boxes, and sometimes even in pocket change. And you could be next. If you have old jars filled with wheat pennies, now is the time to check them. Look closely at the date. Look at the mint mark. Check the shine, the details, and the sharpness. That little copper coin could be hiding a small fortune. So what makes this coin truly special? The combination of age, history, survival rate, and collector demand. The wheat penny series ended in 1958. That alone gives these coins a piece of American heritage. Add the fact that Denver produced some beautifully struck examples in 1955, and you have a coin that stands out. Every collector wants one. Every coin shop looks for them. Every auction sees these coins move quickly. Now let us finish with the most important part. If you ever find a 1955 wheat penny, handle it carefully. Do not clean it. Do not scratch it. Do not rub it. Cleaning destroys value instantly. Instead, store it in a soft holder or get it professionally graded if it looks sharp and shiny. Only original, untouched surfaces get top prices. Congratulations, you now know the full story, the charm, and the value of the amazing 1955 Lincoln wheat penny. A coin with real history, real demand, and real market value, around $42 today. A small copper treasure that proves even a penny can be worth a lot of money. If you enjoyed this deep exploration of rare coins, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more stories, more history, and more hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and keep believing that the next great coin might be right in your pocket. If you'd like, I can also write a title, thumbnail, text, voiceover, version, shorts, version, description, and tags, or a full SEO optimized package. Today we are diving deep into one of the most iconic and widely collected coins in American history. A small copper disc that millions of people have handled without knowing its hidden power. Yes, we are talking about the United States 1-cent wheat penny from the year 1956. This little coin looks simple, but some of its rare examples are worth real money. In fact, certain ultra-grade pieces and special era varieties can touch a strong market value around $42 and even more depending on collectors' demand. So get ready, because in this video we explore the legend, history, value, and all the secrets behind the 1956 Dewey penny. Let us begin by taking a little trip back in time. The year is 1956. The United States Mint in Denver is busy producing billions of coins for circulation. At that time, a common American family was living in the post-war era where the economy was growing rapidly. But imagine this. While the country was expanding and technology was improving, a humble copper penny was being struck with the portrait of Abraham Lincoln. This same portrait has been on the penny since 1909, when the Lincoln cent was introduced to honor the 100th birthday of the great president. The reverse side of the coin still featured the legendary wheat stalk design. Two graceful wheat ears bending from each side with the words 1 cent and United States of America in the middle. The wheat design is powerful both for history lovers and coin collectors. It represents American agriculture progress and strength. The wheat penny series ran from 1909 to 1958, and it remains one of the most collected coin series in the country. Now let us talk about the specific coin of today, the 1956 D penny. The letter D stands for the Denver Mint. This mint produced more than 1,300,000,000 pennies that year. So yes, the coin is common and circulation grade. But here is the magic. Just like diamonds, rare quality makes all the difference. Not every penny from that year survived in perfect condition. Only a tiny portion remained sharp, fully lustrous, and completely flawless. These extremely high-grade examples are the ones that bring strong money in the coin market. So if you find one in mint state with bold details, bright surfaces, and minimal marks, it can impress collectors and earn a great price, around $42, and sometimes even more if certified by a trusted grading service. But there is more. Apart from condition, there are rare varieties. Coins struck off center, double die, obverse clipped planchet struck through grease, or weak strike can bring surprising value. The 1956 D penny has several known error types that collectors hunt for. A clear, crisp double die line or a dramatic off-center strike can transform a basic penny into a small treasure. Some rare error examples have sold far above the usual market price. Let us also appreciate the beauty of this coin. The portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front is simple but powerful. His calm expression, carved by Victor David Brenner, reminds the viewer of leadership and sacrifice. On the reverse, the wheat stalks create a classic American look. Many collectors call it one of the most beautiful and nostalgic coin designs ever produced by the United States Mint. When you hold a wheat penny, you are holding a piece of American history. Now let us discuss grading, because this plays a huge role in value. A circulated coin with wear scratches and dark surfaces will not bring more than a few cents. But an uncirculated penny, especially one in mint state 65, 66 or above, can easily reach the strong $42 range or higher. The shine, the color, the sharpness of Lincoln's hair, the clarity of the lettering, and the absence of spots are all factors that grading experts examine. A perfect coin from 1956 D in blazing red color is considered the king of this date. Collectors love these pennies for another reason. They remind everyone that hidden treasure can be anywhere. You may find one in an old jar in your home, a drawer from your grandparent, or a family savings box that has been sitting untouched for decades. Many people do not even realize that these small coins can sometimes bring real collector profit. So always check your change carefully. The next valuable penny might be waiting for you. Let us talk about the current market demand. Coin collecting has grown steadily through the years. More people enjoy the adventure of finding rare coins. Because of this strong interest, the market value for high-grade 1956 Dewey pennies often stays stable around $42 for ultra-grade pieces, and sometimes more depending on IPO rarity and certification. Buyers especially love coins that still have full mint red color. Those fiery red copper tones tell a story of perfect preservation. Now allow me to take you deeper into the emotional side of collecting. When you find a valuable wheat penny, you become part of a long tradition. Something that started more than a century ago in 1909 continues today. Each coin has traveled from hand to hand, store to store, generation to generation, carrying memories of the past. These pennies witnessed history silently. They saw wars, economic changes, human progress, and everyday life moments. And today they rest in collectors' albums where they are appreciated and protected. The 1956 DeWitt penny is a symbol of honest American craftsmanship. It was made of 95% copper, a metal that resists time. That is why many of these coins still shine beautifully after nearly 70 years. The weight, feel, and tone of the coin make it attractive for beginner collectors as well as professional numismatists. Let us also talk about how to identify a valuable example. First, examine the mint mark. It should show a clear D under the date. Then check the surfaces. A high-value coin must be free from heavy scratches, corrosion, and dirt. Look carefully at Lincoln's jaw, cheek, and beard. These areas should show full detail. On the reverse, the wheat lines should appear sharp, not flat. If the coin still has its original red copper color, that is a huge bonus. If possible, compare it with certified coins online to understand what high-grade examples look like. If you ever decide to sell your coin, always try to get it evaluated by a professional. Grading companies like PCGS and NGC can authenticate and grade your penny. A certification adds trust and can increase the final selling price. Many collectors will pay more when they see a certified label confirming the coin's grade. Before we conclude, let me remind you that the 1956 penny is not just a coin. It is a story of America, a symbol of Lincoln, and a treasure for collectors. Whether you find one in your collection or come across one in change, always check it carefully, because you never know when a normal-looking penny might turn out to be worth money. Thank you for watching this long, detailed video script about the 1956 DeWitt penny Ultra Lincoln 1 cent. If you love coin collecting, rare money, or valuable penny information, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends. Stay tuned, because many more exciting coin value videos are coming soon. Every coin has a story, and every collector has the chance to discover a hidden gem. If you want an even longer script, or want this rewritten in a more dramatic style, story style, mystery style, or documentary style, just tell me and I will expand it even more.